Put down the Twinkies, put down the Oreos, and stop stuffing your face like a fat ass. The way you've been approaching bulking has been wrong this whole entire time, and I'm guilty of this too. I've actually have never done a bulk the right way until now. I remember when I first learned about bulking because I was trying to build as much muscle as fast as possible, and when it comes to being in a caloric surplus, aka bulking, we now know that this is the most optimal and efficient way to do that. However, what is usually taught is wrong, and the reason why it's wrong is because one, too many people eat too many calories too fast, and or they don't stay in the bulk long enough. And they kind of go against each other, right? Because if you eat too many calories too fast, you're gonna optimize more fat gain than building muscle. And because of that, over time, you're gonna be feeling like a fat slob. And then from there, all you're gonna do is just try to cut as fast as possible because you feel fat. And then from there, you really don't build a lot of muscle. And that was my mistake. So if you guys don't know, I've only been on 2 bulks my whole entire life. Now, the first time I did this was back in 2020, and I would say I looked pretty good. I approached it the right way. However, what I didn't do was be in the bulk long enough, and at that point in time, I cared more about performance than aesthetics. Now, the second time I did my bulk, which was probably a year ago, I did it all the wrong way. Not only did I not stay in the bulk long enough, but I also ate too much too soon. Once again, creating more fat gain more so than muscle gain. Then from there, I want to cut, and now I'm back at square one. So after a lot of research and trying to figure out why have I not reached my personal genetic potential, I found potentially the best way to approach bulking, and that is through a concept known as lean bulking. Now you guys have probably heard of this, right? It's nothing new. Pretty much what you want to do is gain the muscle slowly with the minimal fat gain, but you still have to approach it the right way. And I've already started this process. If you guys don't know, I've actually cut down to around 10-11% body fat, and that was for a specific reason. Not only was I doing a photo shoot, but in my head, I wanted to start my lean bulk the right way. And that's the first step that you must do, is that you must start from a low percent body fat. Now, that's another issue that I made in my second bulk, was the fact that I tried to lean bulk starting from 14-15% body fat. It doesn't work that way, guys. The best way to optimize a lean bulk is to simply be lean in the first place. The reason is because it actually gives you a lot more leeway to gain a little bit more fat, but still look really lean throughout time, and thus optimizing and maximizing your muscle building process. And let me also mention here that something magical happens whenever you start from a low percent body fat, then from there you start lean bulking or even start maintaining, and you fill your body up with glycogen and those carbs. The body just always looks amazing. Anytime I've ever looked my best was the fact that I got off a aggressive mini cut or some sort of cut, and then from there I started feeding my body a lot more calories. So not only do I stay at that low percent body fat, but now since my body is filled up with the carbs and the glycogen, I just look more full. I perform better in the gym. I'm more vascular. Everything about the body just seems to look a lot better whenever you start bulking from a low percent body fat. Even nowadays, honestly, I've been increasing my calories slowly throughout the weeks, and I'm looking bigger and bigger in the gym, but my weight has been exactly the same since when I got off my cut. Now, perhaps the most important part of lean bulking is deciding how many calories you're gonna eat. With traditional bulking, what is usually taught is to get in a 500 to 600 daily caloric surplus so that you can gain upwards about 1 pound to 2 pounds a week. But if you want to optimize your lean bulking, you actually want to start as slow and as low as possible. I'm talking going 300 calories max above your maintenance. This is going to give you a lot of leeway so that you can kind of test and experiment over time and find exactly what works best for you, so that you can gain 0.5 pounds to 1 pound max per week. If you find yourself consistently gaining 2 to 3 pounds per week, or definitely more than that, then you are approaching the bulk way too fast and you need to slow down. Now, let's say for some reason you're actually not gaining weight. In fact, I find myself in this position, right? So after my cut, I was eating 2,400 calories a day. I increased my calories to 3,000 for 2 weeks. I did not gain a single pound. I increased my calories to 3,200 for 2 weeks. I did not gain a pound, but the process of which I was going by was adjust my calories by 200 each time if I need to. So that's what I recommend you guys do too. If you find yourself that you're not gaining weight, just make adjustments by 200 calories. And then if you consistently do that week by week, eventually you'll get to a point to where you find a caloric amount to where you're actually gaining in that perfect 0.5 to 1 pound a week mark. But you're still approaching it very, very slow. And through my mistakes too, I've learned that it's always just to approach it slower than faster. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get very, very impatient when it comes to my muscle building progress or even my fat loss progress. I want to lose fat in 2 weeks. I want to build muscle in 2 weeks. But the truth is, the body doesn't work that way, especially for us natural guys. So with that being said, you do have to practice a little bit more patience and just overall enjoy the process. And for that reason, it's overall better to take it slow. Now, eventually you're going to get to a point where you're gaining 1 pound a week or 0.5 pounds a week, and you've been in the bulk an extended period of time. I'm talking like 4 to 6, 8, 9, even a year in some cases. So with that being said, you're inevitably going to gain body fat. But here's what you do if you find yourself getting to a point to where you're kind of feeling flabby. Maybe you've reached above 15% body fat and now you're feeling like you just need to cut. There's actually a strategic way to do that too. And that's something that I'm going to start implementing. A part of my long-term lean bulk process is aggressive mini cuts. So aggressive mini cut, you just pretty much cut aggressively to get to your low percent body fat while retaining most, if not all, your muscle. And you only do it for max 6 weeks. Then from there, you start the lean bulk cycle all over again. But this time you should be a little bit heavier because you've obviously gained muscle throughout this process too. Now here's the part that's sometimes not fun, and that's the fact that you guys need to track everything. I'm talking your food, your weight every morning, your steps so that you know how many calories you're burning throughout the day. Alongside with that, you need to track your workouts so that you can ensure that you're doing progressive overload throughout time. Everything needs to be tracked. Everything needs to be managed. And if you guys want help with that and accountability so that you don't have to do everything yourself, then check out my one-to-one coaching. I've actually started this a few months ago, and I got a few guys and they're making progress on their lean bulks and also their fat loss progress. With my help, I'm gonna build you out a custom routine, a custom meal plan and diet plan that you can adhere to sustainably over a long period of time. And of course, you have communication with me, and I'm gonna be tracking your progress as if you were me. I'm gonna implement all the strategies that I do for myself just with you. So I'll leave a link down below to the application if you guys want to check it out. Talk to you soon. Now, personally, what is the goal with this for me at least? Well, after getting off this cut, I realized that I feel skinny, guys. Like, I feel thin in clothes. Yeah, I'm a bit muscular, but I truly believe that I have a lot more room to grow. That's because I have not been doing the right things. So with that being said, my goal personally is to get to around a 25 BMI. For my height, it's gonna be around 180 pounds. And I believe I can be 180 pounds lean while still maintaining my calisthenics performance, while still just overall feeling good and feeling healthy and filling out my clothes. So that will be overall about a 10 to 15 pound muscle gain. It's gonna take a long time, but if I follow these steps that I outlined to you guys just now, I believe I can truly hit it, and I believe you can do it too. And stay tuned to subscribe because I'll be documenting this whole entire process in regards to my workouts and also what I'm eating on a daily basis. But remember, like I said, you must be lean first in order to do this the right way. That's why I got to 10% body fat. And if you want to see what I was eating to get to 10% body fat, then definitely be sure to watch this video next. Then soon, I'll do a full day of eating for a lean bulk. Talk soon.